Okay, so now we need to drag in the art and add it in. So let's go to our X cassettes, and what we'll do is we will add in all the items here. So we'll just kind of drag that over. Make sure you know what the name is. So we got a void, collectible, leader, and player. Let's go to our game scene.swift and let's go to where we had our spawning here. So the leader here, we will go and say that this is image named and this is going to be leader. It is case sensitive, so make sure you understand that. We also added in the size below so we don't have to re-enter that. This is going to be player, and collectible is going to be image name collectible, and that works. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to say the exact same thing is going to be image named, and it's going to be a void. I think we just called it a void, and we'll just copy that and add that in here. All right, so now let's run the game and let's take a look and see how it looks. Now again, if the sizes are wrong, you need to set the size manually. So there we go, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, so this is much more detailed, and you got your little thing, and then it drops the collectible here. Yeah, pretty good. All right. So yeah, so this is essentially it. Now what's cool about this is that this particular game deals with a concept that you are not really the most important part. So most games you are the hero, you are, pretty much everything that you need to save the world. This one here, the leader is more important to you, and in some ways it's a lot more realistic. So this game in particular has a lot of really awesome game mechanics here. And another thing that you can do is there's different ways to play this. So as you saw here, that this game, I could kind of just hang out here and wait for the leader to drop all the collectibles here, right? Now, this leader here, again, being the most important part of the game, is kind of the hand that feeds you. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually, how they do that here. Um, but yeah, so it's what it is that the leader is the hand that feeds you, and you can't bother the leader. And all the items here are, as you can see, the the blocks here, they kind of jump off here. Now this is important because it's game mechanics as metaphors here, right? So we can think of this game as something that's, a little bit more than the sum of its parts, just like a poem, for instance, are a little bit more than the sum of its parts here. And so you know how you can read a poem in multiple different ways. Um, there are games that are, just as deep. So that's something to keep in mind too. Okay, so whenever you're making a game, try and go for the higher levels of metaphors and kind of higher level concepts that you might see writers do. All right, this includes the tutorial.